By the end of this video, you will know the best digital products to sell online in 2021. Alright, now for those of you who aren't hip, digital products are just that. They can't be touched, they can't be tasted or ate, and they can't be touched. However, we all consume digital products every day. From music to videos, ebooks, whatever, digital products is honestly the new wave. Now, many of the new wave entrepreneurs are definitely making a fortune off of these due to how easy they are to distribute. If you do have physical products, then it's easy to make a digital product that can complement it. Here's what makes digital products so sweet for you and me. You only have to create it once and it can be duplicated to millions of customers if needed be. So there's no need to restock or replenish inventory or none of that. So if you're a creative person, a blogger, educator like me, or just a freelancer looking to make some extra money, bro, digital products is definitely the wave. Let's jump right into it. Now, before we go into which ones, I just want to talk about digital products a little more. Like I said, this is ebooks, MP3s, PDFs, videos, plugins for different software. If you're familiar with like Photoshop or even editing software, and even templates. Now, once again, it's important that you realize that digital products have low overhead costs. It rarely costs you anything to make a digital file. High profit margins, because if there's no hard costs, then everything that you make is profit. There's also the potential to automate this, so you can be selling digital products in your sleep and the files can be getting emailed to your customers instead of a service or something that you have to render and take up your time. And honestly, information and e-education is simply just the wave going forward, bro. So let's talk about the first kind of digital product I recommend, and that is ebooks, PDFs, or I'm gonna basically group that into just educational content, period. Now, if you consider yourself an expert on any topic, ebooks, PDFs, even audiobooks is a good way to package that and then provide value to somebody else. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, bro, I'm not an expert at anything. And you don't necessarily need to be, because, or you might feel like, man, there's so much information out there about what I want to talk about that nobody's going to buy my ebook or buy my audiobook or whatever, or buy my PDF. But let me tell you why you're wrong. See, if there's a lot of free information out about what you're talking about, that's actually a benefit to you. And let me explain how. What you can go through and do is organize that information, package it up, and you still provided value for me, someone who's interested in learning that. So you don't have to come out with the latest, greatest philosophy or anything like that. You can definitely sell information that is free, but just that you've taken your time to package up. And then let me give you a pro tip. Let me give you a marketing pro tip. With ebooks, with educational things, whether it's courses, audiobooks, everything that I've named, you're not really selling the information, you're selling the potential. You're not saying this is brand new groundbreaking information. You're saying after consuming this information, you will be a professional at whatever. Now, if you don't have an existing reputation, like most people don't, how you can get people to buy your educational item is lure them in with something free. So maybe a free checklist or a free quiz or whatever the case may be. Just hook them in with something free, and then boom, after they consume that, you take their email, and then boom, you can pitch them on, hey, check out my ebook, check out my audiobook. And I know me, if you can present me some information in a way that I feel like it'll help me, I'm gonna buy it every time. The next kind of digital product that I want to suggest that you try out selling is art. Now under the art umbrella, you got paper printables, SVG files for my people that are hip to the Cricut cutter, or even just art prints. Now, when it comes to buying and selling art digital files, Etsy is probably where that happens the most. I mean, you got crafting printables, typography transfer sheets, collage sheets, planners, you name it. Now, that might have turned a lot of y'all off because you're like, bro, I'm not a graphic designer, or I don't know how to make digital art. And you don't have to know how to do that. One digital product that I've sold many of is actual quotes, right? I met a guy who was selling a lot more quotes than me. And mind you, I'm a graphic designer, so I'm thinking like, nobody's gonna beat me at this. And the guy that was selling more than me, one night I said, I'm gonna message him. So I messaged him and I'm like, bro, you got some good designs, bro. How long have you been designing? And he told me, he's like, I don't design. I pay a designer, and then I own the image now, and then boom, I'm able to go off, and sell this image. So I thought like, wow. So you don't have to be a designer. You can pay a designer to make you something that you can duplicate and sell thousands of times. Little quotes like "home is where the heart is" in cursive and stuff like that really sells a lot. And if you can get a good enough design, I promise you can hop on Etsy and knock those and just clean up on those. Now here's what you got to understand, because it's easy to look at this and say, man, you know, that can't really make me any money. But you got to understand, even at $2 a pop, if you look at some of the top Etsy sellers, they are making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of digital products, bro. And if they can, then we can. So creative files, art files, make some event planner sheets, make some art prints. Honestly, just a way into the future, the way NFTs are going, you might even want to purchase a really cool NFT. When you buy an NFT, you have the rights, licenses, whatever to it. Buy an NFT and then boom, sell prints, sell stuff like that. I promise you, that's something that I'm actually gonna do. That's a good idea. Next, digital templates and tools, right? It doesn't even have to be a complex program like Photoshop or Premiere Pro or anything like that. You use Microsoft Word, right? You use Excel, you use some of the most basic programs. Guess what? There are professionals that are looking to save time in every aspect of their life, right? Including their workflow and programs. So let's say you use Excel. You could charge for a certain type of Excel template, right? You take the time to, you know, make sure all the formulas match up, and you can actually set up that time and then export that file as a template and then sell that, right? You can basically sell digital solutions to problems. I've even seen people selling resume templates, bro. See me, I'm a graphic designer. I'm a professional, right? I'm a graphic designer. I'm a video editor now. I'm a creative professional, right? And so I'm constantly buying plugins. So if you do use Photoshop or any of these more complex applications, then you can make you some money if you make different actions, or, you know, just think of how you can make something easier for somebody else, like a program that we all use. Think about how you can make it easier, and then boom, you've got yourself a digital tool. Now, you know how we do. We're gonna keep it real on this channel. I know I said it was sweet, and it is sweet. However, there are a couple concerns, and here they are. With digital content, you are competing with free information, free goods, right? Which is, it's always hard. It's really hard to compete with free. That's why what you have to do is package whatever information it is, whether it's the ebook, like I said, or the planner, or the video you made showing step by step how to change the oil on a car. It's hard to, that's why it's important that you package that stuff up really professionally, and that marketing wise, you let a potential buyer know that you're getting value with this. See, the word of the day is value. You're also susceptible to theft, right? Digital files are actually the most stolen goods, and for obvious reasons. And there's some restrictions on how you sell. So honestly, the best place, if they would allow it, the best place to sell digital products would have been Facebook Marketplace, but they don't allow it because because a lot of marketplaces only allow for physical products, which I understand, but that makes it to where you can only really either sell digital products directly, to where if you had your own site, or you'd have to go through a platform specific for that, and I'll tag some below. Many of these challenges are super overcomable. However, I gotta let you know about them. Now, I know we're talking about digital products. However, I cover all types of different side hustles, and one of them is selling a physical product, which is sneakers. And I have a video about the 4 best physical items that you could purchase that'll be easy to flip and make you some money. So meet me over in that video. Love everybody out there. Let's get it.